This is MadCards2539, and this is Revelation tutorial. So this was a requested tutorial from Miss Mag822, and if you want to check out his channel, there's a link on the screen. He has a great channel. He has a great website, which is cardtrickteacher.com. You should go check that out. Really awesome website. If you want to see the performance of this, then you can check out the other link on the screen. And there's another link. There's 3 links on the screen. The third one shows another performance of it on my other channel, which is Magic Project 01. So now let's get into the tutorial of this. What you need is any pair and any other single card. And so you can either, if you don't know what I mean when I'm done explaining this, then you can just pull out 2 red jacks and 1 ace of spades. But if you understand what I'm talking about, then you can just pull out whatever you want. So get a pair with the same color, like spades and clubs or diamond and heart. Alright, that's what a pair is, like twins. Alright? And you want them to have the same back. Okay? So twins with the same back. And then you want a single card that contrasts the color. So if this is red, then this has to be black. If this is black, then this has to be red. Alright? So 2 contrasting colors. And then also, the back has to be different from the pair. Alright? So, the fronts are different colors, and the backs are different colors. So, you start off with the indifferent card on the bottom. And so, you want to show that you have 3 blue cards. Alright? And so, how I originally learned this is that you're supposed to count something similar to an Elmsley count. You push off the top card, and you hold it like an Elmsley count. You put it back underneath, and then you do a block push off of 2 cards, and then count the 3rd card. And so what it looks like is I would just reverse the order, counting 3 cards. And so when you show the spectator, again, the ace of spades, when you go in to do the trick, then the ace of spades is on the bottom again. Normally that would be on the top if you reverse the order. So I found that a problem. So how do I fix that? What I did, instead of doing that, I did something different. I don't know what this is called. I think some like frustration count. I don't know. So you start with the cards face up in a middle grip, and you show the back of the top card. They think it. If you do this quick enough and smoothly, then the spectator will think it's the actual card that they're seeing. So show the ace of spades, and then show the back, and then peel off the ace of spades, and then you show the back again. It's the same card that you were showing in the first place. All right. So you show that, and you pull off the next jack, and you show the back of the last one. So what you done is you showed the back of this jack 3 times, and so it appears that you have 3 blue cards when you really have 2 blue cards and 1 red card. Alright, so now you're in this position. You want to reverse count it, so you want to end up with the ace on the bottom. Okay? So now what you do is you want to get a pinky pull down on the bottom card, and this makes it easy to do a double lift. Alright? And so this shows them that you have a blue back. And so now you want to take 1 single card, and you want to take it off, but you don't want to flash the red. So here's what I did. I tilted my wrist like this, so you can see the back of this side as I took this 1 card. But I also don't want to flash that this is a jack. I don't want them to think it's the ace of spades. So I show the back of this as I have my wrist this way. And then, while this card is covering the red, I take these fingers right here. I'm holding this in mechanics grip, and I release over here with my thumb. So now it's only gripped right here on these fingers. And so I use my thumb and I hold underneath and I flip it over, and then I just transfer back to mechanics grip. I think that's what I did. Let me see again. So I'm in this position here. So we're right here. We did the double lift, and then we take the single card. And then you have, while this blue card's here, you want to release right here and just flip that over. Alright? So, and if that's too kind of complicated, like you just hold this in cover and like rotate this, and then go in to do the move that I'm about to show you, then you can just let's see. I guess that's the only way. And if you can't put your thumb under here and do that, then I guess you can like hold your index finger down here and just flip it around that way. I think it's a little bit more complicated. because you have a chance of flashing. You don't want to flash that ace because you can see that ace flashes. I think it's easiest if you just release with your thumb, grab right here, and just rotate your wrist over. Alright? I think it's better to use older cards because then they stick together better. So I hope that makes sense. So let's go back. We're here, and we do our double lift. We take off a single card, and we want to hide this red card and flip this over. Alright? So now we're showing this blue back, and we have this red on this side. You want to hold it so where the spectator looks is the blue, and you want to hold this so it's horizontal and this is vertical. Okay? And so now you want to bend it so it seems like you're splitting two cards up so you can stick this in the middle. And you don't want to just go ahead and push it like that. What you're really going to do is you're going to stick it in the back. You don't want to just stick it in there because they're going to think that, oh, well, there's something wrong with that. Because normally it would be really kind of hard or a little bit difficult, not too much, to stick a card between two other cards. So you want to pretend that you're having trouble with this and pretend to be having trouble with it, and what you're really going to do is you're going to stick it in the back. Alright? Now how do I hold it like this? Well, my index finger is here the whole entire time. I'm holding the cards with my thumb and my middle and ring finger, and when I push this in the back, my index finger is already here bending the cards, so I just push it underneath my index finger so it holds it, so it seems like it's between the two cards. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And then on my other hand, I just come and grab it, so it looks like I'm holding the two vertical cards and the one horizontal card in the middle, when really the horizontal card's on the bottom. Alright, now this part, when it seems like it changes, face up like that, what I really did is I twisted it. Okay, so here, what I do is I twist like that, and I'll show you how to do that. Here's the underneath part. I just twist like this, and normally, like, if you don't have very sticky cards or like old cards, like they're really slippery, then this might not work as well. So what I do is I just push really hard on my thumb right here and my middle finger here, and so I use my index finger right here, and I just rotate the bottom card, and then normally that middle card would twist with it, and as I'm waving it I do that, so it seems like the ace of spades flips face up. Now, if you try that and the cards don't do that, like it doesn't turn or whatever, because like only the bottom card turns like this, then I haven't tried this. I have tried it, but it didn't work out too good for me. But I think you can use your index finger. I'm sorry. Instead of pushing on the bottom card, you can put it right here on the edge of the bottom card, the horizontal card, and the indifferent card, the ace of spades. And so if you put your finger here instead of over here like I'm doing, then I think it'll rotate both of those cards like that. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, so instead of putting your, I normally put my finger here and like normally it just rotates together like that. And so if that doesn't work for you, one more time, just put your finger here and rotate both of the cards this way. So that way your finger's moving it instead of the friction of the cards. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. So let's try this one last time. So I pretend to be putting this into between the cards with my index finger catching it right here, and I come over and grab it with my other hand, and as I wave it, I twist the bottom two cards, and so as it seems that the ace of spades flips face up. And then I want to show the other two jacks. Now what I did in the performance was a rumba count to show that I still had blue backs. So I just pushed through the cards, so now I have this. And I did a rumba count, so I showed the ace of spades, and then I showed the two jacks. I didn't do a full rumba count just for that one card. I did a rumba count. I think there's a better solution to do that than the rumba count, but I don't really know what it is. I had it like a few minutes ago, but I forgot it. So now we're back in the same position as we were at the very beginning. Now instead of doing a double lift and doing that again, now what you want to do is you want to do this move where you grab the middle card. Alright? And so how I do that is I hold this in mechanics grip, And as I rotate my wrist over, my thumb's over here. I think you're supposed to do this with these fingers over here and just pull this ace away, but I can't really do that. So I came up with the way that's comfortable for me. I take my thumb and I slide the ace down. I don't want, like normally you're supposed to slide it all the way back, but you don't want to do that too much because you're going to flash the red. So I just rotate it, and you can see I do it diagonally, and I do it just a little bit. And you can see with my hand at the right angle, you can't really see that I'm doing this. Alright, and so I'm grabbing it right here on the corner, so I can grab the middle card. Alright, and it looks like I'm taking the ace. And I want to do this really quickly. I don't want to take my time just moving that ace away and taking this, because that's going to seem suspicious. Because, like, why would it be so hard to take an ace, right? So I just do this really quickly, like that. And then right when I pull this out, so this is pushed down like this. Right when I pull it out, then over here I want to put my index finger on top so I can square this up. Alright? And you don't want to flash this. You don't want to rotate your wrist back over. And so from here you want to take this and put it back in your hand like this, so you can do this one more time. And so let's go over this one more time. Hold this in mechanics grip, or I think this is mechanics grip. And then with your thumb, as you rotate your wrist, push down that ace. And then you don't want to grab all the way down like you would if you're actually pushing this all the way down, because then you would flash the red, and also because you don't want to grab the ace when you're doing it a little bit, right? Because then you're going to grab the ace. So you would just want to do it right here on the corner. Just grab the corner and pull out that middle card. Okay, so we pulled out that middle card, and I squared this up. And then I can either set it down, or I can hold it in my hand like this. Just clip it between my two fingers. If you don't have a table, you can do that. And you can put this just like you were before, with your middle finger and ring finger, and your pinky if you want to, and my index finger in the back bending the cards. Just a little bit. And so I'm going to do the same thing, pretending like I'm struggling to put this in the middle. Alright? And then pretend I get it through, and clipping it with my index finger. Alright? And then I come over here and I grab it one more time with my middle finger and my thumb again. And I'm going to do the same changes I did before. When I wave it, I want to twist the cards. And you can see if like the back is sticky and the front is not, then this might work differently. If it worked for you the first time, then it might work differently the second time, because instead of the back being here, the face is being here of the card. So the friction might be different from before, so you might have to change of how you rotate it the second time. So you just rotate that, alright, like I showed you before. I'll go over that one more time. So we take our index finger and we just rotate these two cards here. Alright? And the better, like the more quicker you do this rotation, then the better it'll be. And when you rotate, the more sloppy it is, and it won't work that well. Let me show it on me. Okay, so like if you like just do this like this, like it's like not all perfect or whatever, they're gonna tell that something's wrong, because you can see that it's like all screwed up. I don't even think that makes sense, but you see here, if I just rotate it and I keep trying my best, you don't have to do it perfectly, but if I try my best to keep the two blue cards that are on the top and bottom, once I'm done rotating it, if I try to keep that the best squared, then then it's going to make the effect that it really did change instead of just doing a slide. And also you may notice that sometimes when you do it, it won't, the middle card, once you're done rotating it, it won't be exactly or even near being horizontal like this. And so if you can notice that while you're waving the cards and spinning it, rotating it at the same time, then you want to like use your index finger. Here, like let me show you a second. Okay, just say you're in this position here, like it's not exactly like all the way. And so what I want to do is with my middle finger or something, like whatever you can reach, just like try my best to rotate this back so where it's horizontal, so you get the best as you can get. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions about this, then you can leave a comment or something, or message me, and then I'll answer it. If like whatever your questions are, I'll just make another tutorial video, so then it'll explain it better, because this is all I can think of right now. So let's go over the entire trick one more time, just to make sure. Okay, so we start with the ace on the bottom, alright, and you do this, what I believe is the frustration count or something similar like that. Alright, show 3 blue backs, reverse the count, pinky pull down on the bottom card, do a double lift, and then take the top card while hiding that red card and flip the double over here, and then bend the cards like this, holding with your middle finger, ring finger, and with your index finger in the back, bending it, and pretend to be struggling, putting this in, and clip it with your index finger when you push it in. Alright? And then grab it with your thumb and middle finger, and then as you wave it, you want to use your index finger to rotate it. And so, this is what it should look like. Sorry, I didn't grip it hard enough, that's why it didn't work. Alright? And so, if I do that in slow motion, you can see how that would rotate. Alright? So if I'm just waving it slowly, you can see I'm actually rotating it like that. Alright? And then I take the ace out, and I show it to them. You don't want to let them examine this until the trick's over, because they're going to notice the red back. Because some people actually flip the cards over and stuff, so don't want to take that chance. So then you show the 2 jacks, and put the ace back on the bottom, like you were at the beginning. And then hold it mechanics grip, use your thumb to push that ace down, and grab this second card. Alright, the middle card. And then grip this like you were before, and pretend to struggle this back in there, clipping it with your index finger. And grab it just like that again, and wave it, and do that rotation again. Alright? So, any complaints, questions, or comments, whatever, leave a comment below or message me, and I will see if I can upload a better tutorial.